And Jerry the King Lawler's like, what? Can he do that, JR?
By God, there's nothing in the bylaws. There's nothing in the bylaws that say he can't.
What's a bylaw?
Visit jrsbarbecue.com to get 20% off using the coupon code bylaws. By God, bylaws.
B-U-Y. And if you're from Oklahoma, there's no sales tax. Cause fuck the government.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Royally Rumbled's 2008 Universe Mode. We are your hosts. My name is Jordan.
My name is Robert, and it is January week 2 in our 2008 universe, so that makes it officially Royal Rumble season.
That is correct. We are on the road to the Rumble, and changes in the air because Kofi Kingston won the Intercontinental Championship last week. MVP showing up on SmackDown, officially wrestling in tonight's main event on SmackDown. But you know what? Stick around for the end of the episode because there's more change to come, and we'll explain what that means at the end of the episode.
Yeah, and before we get to the information that's going to fundamentally change how you view this program, let's get to Monday Night Raw from Cleveland, Ohio.
Robert, catch me up on what happened with Monday Night Raw.
Last week, Carlito outlasted JBL in a fun match. So in our first match this week, JBL will go one-on-one with his cousin Primo. Before we got underway, the wrestling god extended his hand to Primo as a show of sportsmanship. Primo questioned it for just a second and JBL jaw-jacked him. JBL comes out swinging, landing a DDT and a side slam. Primo creates some space with a reversal and a Hurricane Rana. Primo is feeling himself a bit and begins hammering at JBL in the corner. Primo connects with a slingshot leg drop and then goes to the top rope and lands a huge moonsault. JBL regains control with a fireman's carry and then drops Primo over the top rope. JBL continues the assault, battering Primo with strikes and wearing him down with head scissors. JBL lays the boots into Primo before attempting an aggressive cover, but Primo gets out at one. JBL stays on top of him, relentlessly attacking Primo. Carlito gets JBL's attention and they have a quick word until Primo drops him with a DDT. Primo then delivers a brainbuster, a Russian leg sweep, and a running bulldog. Primo connects with a sit-out jawbreaker and JBL is in La La Land. Primo is really taking his time but eventually makes the cover, but JBL immediately kicks out. Primo tries to fire up on JBL, but he gets cut off before JBL drops him with a swinging neckbreaker. JBL and Primo go at it, but now Carlito and not Charles Robinson are yelling at each other. Primo connects with a second Hurricane Rana and a drop kick in the corner. JBL reverses a wrist lock and drops Primo with a clothesline in the corner. Carlito jumps up on the apron to distract JBL and it works, giving Primo just a second to get to his feet. Primo goes to strike JBL and it's caught, and JBL pulls something out of his trunks and blasts Primo in the face. He's out cold. Not Charles Robinson is called for the bell. Did JBL pull out brass knuckles in the middle of the match? What the hell? World's Strongest Alpha Males lost last week via countout, but this week they're in action against an up-and-coming tag team on Raw, Cade and Murdoch. Looks like Murdoch will lead off against Mark Henry, and Henry explodes out of the corner and drops Murdoch. Murdoch gets to his feet and drops Henry as these two break down into a full-blown hoss fight. Murdoch with a Hurricane Rana. Henry shoots him off into the corner and makes the tag to Marcus Corvon. Henry grabs Murdoch and smashes his face into Corvon's boot. Murdoch reverses and throws Corvon into the corner. Murdoch makes the tag and stretches Corvon out, leaving him prone to a boot from Lance Cade. Corvon and Cade exchange blows before Corvon drops him with a clothesline. Corvon adds some sizzle to a falling headbutt as he keeps the pressure on. Cade hangs Corvon up on the ropes and delivers an assisted neckbreaker. He helps Corvon to his feet and delivers another neckbreaker. Cade whips Corvon into the corner, but Corvon dodges a dropkick. Corvon attempts to go for a tag, but Cade reverses and shoots him into the corner. Ref bump! Murdoch tags in and they deliver a double back elbow. Corvon hits a clothesline and tags out to Henry, who runs Murdoch over and has exploded. Murdoch connects with a clothesline, but Henry barely even moves. Murdoch uses the ropes to lock in a wrist lock, and Henry manages to break away and looks to go for a body splash in the corner, but Murdoch meets him with a stiff elbow. Another clothesline that can't take the world's strongest man off his feet. Murdoch refuses to get caught in the corner and instead whips Henry over to Cade. Murdoch locks in an alligator roll and then sets up and slams Henry down with a sit-out spinebuster. Cover. 2. No. Henry kicks out, and Murdoch stays on top of him, wrenching his neck. Murdoch reverses and makes the tag to Cade. Oh god, they take the opposite sides of the ring. They go high-low on Henry, cutting him in half. Cade with the pin, but Corvan flies in to break it up. Henry is out. No, he's playing possum and drops Cade. Cade withstands a barrage of attacks and regains control. Henry reverses out and splashes Cade in the corner, taking all the air out of his lungs. Henry connects with a world's strongest slam and makes the pin attempt, but Murdoch breaks it up. Henry gets Cade in his corner and takes a second to tell him what's going to happen next. Murdoch argues with Not Charles Robinson, but there's nothing he can do. Henry stares deep into Cade's soul, and Cade finally breaks out, whipping Henry into the corner and dropping him with a stinger splash. Cade delivers a spinebuster and flips into the pin attempt, but Corvan breaks it up again. This match may never end. Henry gets to his feet and clobbers Cade. Henry slams him down, and then with shades of the JYD, he drops Cade. Henry shoots the half deep in his end of the ring, and Cade kicks out at 2.5. Cade gathers himself and clotheslines Henry out of the ring and then tags in Murdoch. Murdoch goes outside and just decks Henry in the face. This looks like shades of last week. Will they get counted out again? Corvan lifts Murdoch up and drops him on the outside with an electric chair. Holy shit! On the count of 5, Henry grabs Murdoch and tosses him like a rag doll. Now he's beating him senseless right next to us. Murdoch comes back to life and gets in the ring, taking advantage and trying a dirty pin, but Henry is too strong. These hosses exchange blows, and then Murdoch connects with a super kick. He drags Henry over and tags in Cade. The crowd is booing. Another dirty pin attempt, but Corvan just breaks it up as Murdoch tries to hit a basement dropkick. The referee is out again as Cade tries to gain control. Henry hoists him up and slams him to the mat. Cade tries to hit a flying clothesline, and Henry catches him in midair and delivers an STO. And then Cade drops him with an enziguri. 1, 2, no. Henry shrugs off a strike and grabs Cade in a bear hug. Look at this! Cade taps! The world's strongest man squeezes the life out of Lance Cade. The world's strongest alpha males get a much needed win in an incredible match as we head into Rumble season. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, CM Punk is making his way out to the ring with a special announcement. Last week, I wasn't involved in the decision during the Intercontinental Championship match. Congrats to Kofi, by the way. Hell of a guy. Let's go back to SummerSlam. I wasn't involved when Regal tapped MVP out. How'd that unique opportunity work out for you, Regal? Had I gotten that shot, I would have put the world champion to sleep and brought that title back home with me to Chicago. Time and time again, it seems as though I'm screwed out of every opportunity. I get this close and then fall short every damn time. It's almost as if I have bad luck. But we all know luck is for losers. In 2 weeks, CM Punk is winning the Royal Rumble match.
Hey Punk, it doesn't look like you have a black cloud over your head. Seems like you're just not living for the moment.
What do you want, Jeff?
You want to talk about bad luck? Brother, I've had more bad luck than most of that locker room combined. But I'm not out here complaining that I never got my Intercontinental Championship rematch after I lost it No, I'm out here week in and week out trying to prove myself to these people. And that's why Jeff Hardy is gonna win the Royal Rumble. Yeah!
Wait, hold on. Did you even hear what I just said? Jeffrey, can I ask you a serious question? Are you currently under the influence of drugs or alcohol? Because if you think you're going to come between me and winning this Rumble, you must be.
Hey, I've got as good a chance as every other superstar stepping through those ropes to win and earn my shot at the World Championship at WrestleMania. I've had multiple WrestleMania moments. Can anyone here say the same thing about you?
Did you forget that I won Money in the Bank? I'm a former World Heavyweight Champion. What about you? You see, all the lies that you fill your head with, similar to the drugs and the alcohol you fill your stomach with, the risks you take with your body, you're toxic. It's all toxic, Jeff, and the only place those lies and the drugs and the alcohol and those risks will take you, it's not the main event of WrestleMania, Jeff. CM Punk headbutts Jeff Hardy, and they are brawling out here in the ring. Referee not Charles Robinson has to slide in from the back and break it up. I have made this match, but we will reveal details soon. CM Punk will face Jeff Hardy next week. In our previous episode, Women's Champion Mickie James defeated Kelly Kelly, with Ashley making her presence felt at ringside. This week, Kelly gets a shot at Ashley to redeem herself. Kelly leads the match off with a snap suplex, but Ashley is able to fire right back with a head scissor takedown. Kelly says, "Anything you can do, I can do better," and lands one of her own. Kelly tries to wear Ashley down, but Ashley reverses and drops her with a DDT. The two exchange right hands until Kelly drops Ashley, and then she powders out of the ring, holding her eye. Ashley's had enough. I can't believe this. Wait a second, it's Mickie James! The women's champion tossed Ashley right back into the ring, and Kelly immediately lands another snap suplex. Ashley whips Kelly into the ropes and lands a perfect dropkick. And then again! Ashley in full control here, and then she hangs Kelly up on the top rope before sashaying suggestively. She then whips Kelly to the corner and slams her with an elbow. Ashley makes a cover, but Kelly kicks out immediately. Kelly fights her way back to a vertical base and climbs up for a Hurricane Rana. Kelly ascends to the top rope and leaps, connecting with a huge body attack. 1, 2, no. Kelly lines up her sensational tilt-a-whirl head scissors and connects. She sets up for a K2. This is it. What? Ashley caught her foot. Ashley whips Kelly to the corner and stuffs her knee deep into Kelly's midsection. She's calling for it. Second rope elbow. Cover. 1, 2. Kelly kicked out. She got the shoulder up. Ashley says no big deal and climbs to the top turnbuckle. Leg drop. Ashley kicks at Kelly while she's down and tells everyone she's number one. Kelly gets to her feet, but Ashley again drops her with a clothesline. Ashley fires up her comeback sequence. She gets Kelly on the ground. Ashley goes for the top again. She's telling Kelly to get up. What the hell? Ashley dives off the top for a crossbody, but Kelly catches her and slams her to the ground. Kelly gets Ashley into the corner and calls for the tush push. Oh, the humiliation. Kelly decks Ashley in the jaw and delivers a Saito suplex. She waits for Ashley to get to her feet. K2, pin, it's over. Fantastic match in the women's division. Kelly redeems her loss to Mickie from last week. Brand new Intercontinental Champion Kofi Kingston is in action against the man he pinned to win it, his former tag team partner Evan Bourne. Bourne pops Kofi up and eats a Hurricane Rana for it right out of the gate. Kofi stays on top of Bourne before sneaking a quick pinfall attempt, but Bourne of course kicks out. Bourne slaps Kofi's hand down and hits a drop kick. Bourne knocks Kofi out of the ring and perches on the top turnbuckle. Kofi gets to his feet and Bourne leaps, but Kofi just steps aside and Bourne crashes to the concrete floor. Kofi lands a dropkick of his own and slams Bourne's head off the apron. Bourne sidesteps Kofi and kicks him in the gut. Bourne lands another dropkick and a neckbreaker before getting Kofi back into the ring. Bourne delivers an elbow strike in the corner, but Kofi is able to wiggle free and dump Bourne over the top rope to the outside. Kofi drops Bourne before shooting him into the corner and delivering huge blows. Kofi is determined to stomp a mud hole in Bourne and then slams him to the mat. Kofi lands a suplex and then tries for a pin, but Bourne immediately kicks out. The new Intercontinental Champ is feeling it. He is all over Bourne before he locks in a really great headlock. Kofi dropkicks his head. Pin. Nothing. Bourne finally showing signs of life by activating his comeback sequence. Bourne tries to stay on Kofi, but Kofi eventually drops him with a Falcon Arrow. This Cleveland crowd loves the IC champ. Kofi goes to the top, waiting for Bourne to rise to his feet, and he just punches him. Boom drop. Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, no. The resiliency of Evan Bourne. He plays possum and delivers a neckbreaker. Kofi regains control and whips Bourne hard into the corner. Another pin attempt, but Bourne breaks free. Kofi is relentlessly beating Bourne down, but Bourne just won't quit. Bourne gets some room to deliver a dropkick, but Kofi sets for another Trouble in Paradise. No! Bourne dodges it. Kofi quickly grabs him for a side Russian leg sweep and another pin attempt. Bourne kicks out. Bourne gets Kofi on the ropes and connects with a beautiful head scissor sequence. This might be the opening Bourne needs. Standing moonsault, pin from Bourne to Kofi. 1, 2, no. Evan Bourne scales the ropes, but Kofi pops up and catches him midair. Kofi slams him down with authority and then taunts. Kofi connects with some strikes before slamming Bourne's head into the turnbuckle. Kofi goes for yet another pin attempt, and yes, Bourne kicked out. Kofi maintains the pressure and whips Bourne out of the ring. Back in the ring, Kofi lands a monkey flip and a rolling cross-body attack. Kofi is calling for it, but Bourne ducks another Trouble in Paradise. Somehow, Kofi is able to turn that into a Hurricane Rana and another pin attempt. Kofi lands another Falcon Arrow and then puts Bourne in a headlock. Bourne fights out and powerbombs Kofi, who kicks out at 2, and Bourne rolls over into a modified Boston Crab. Kofi escapes, and Bourne wildly strikes at Kofi, and then goes for a desperation pin attempt. 1, 2, 3. Evan Bourne's resiliency kept him alive in this match, and now he has a head-to-head win over the new Intercontinental Champion. Bourne knew Kofi's moveset closely and exploited it. What a match!
Evan Bourne, huge win over his former partner. Very interested to see where that's going. I know you said Jeff Hardy and CM Punk have been having a lot of issues, and next week they're going to go one-on-one.
They are.
But more details to come.
But before we do anything else, let's set up the main event for our show here. We've got Triple H, the World Heavyweight Champion, taking on The Legacy, otherwise known as John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton's compatriots, confederates. I don't know what you'd like to call them.
Well, they're his partners, and they're under his learning tree. They are The Legacy. They're the World Tag Team Champions, and they're facing off against the World Heavyweight Champion, The Game. And here are the familiar chords of the famous Motorhead song, The Game.
The World Heavyweight Champion Triple H in this main event has a near impossible task in front of him.
Last week, he got involved in a war of words with the former World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton in a promo. Triple H was throwing out insults towards Orton's group and basically said, hey, I wouldn't wait for Orton to turn on you.
Yeah, and they took obvious issue with that. So here we have, I awarded Triple H the opportunity to find himself a partner for this match. He said no, he could take them himself. So we've got Triple H going solo against The Legacy.
The Legacy are not happy about Triple H's comments that he made, and I have no idea what's going to happen in this match.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect. I don't know that Triple H in 2008 has come across these two that often, if ever.
That's true. The World Tag Team Champions are not to be messed with, but the game is also proven time and time again why he is the World Heavyweight Champion and why he has been since SummerSlam. He's carried that championship for nearly 6 months.
All takers, man. He takes down everybody.
And out comes one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions.
Now, it's interesting because a lot of people on Instagram, and if you're not following us at Royally Rumbled on Instagram, a lot of people on Instagram have an issue with these two being the legacy. And we just say that it's a fantasy universe, bro. Like, chill out.
Yeah, after a certain point, you just gotta let things go. As we've stated before, the discourse on Instagram has been very interesting, to say the least. Dolph Ziggler, John Morrison joining forces under Randy Orton, and it's paid off for them because they're the World Tag Team Champions. They've defeated Crime Time not once, but twice.
Yeah. And then, just recently retaining against the world's strongest alpha males, who are no joke in the tag division on Raw.
Now, as we saw earlier, they defeated Cade and Murdoch, but right now, like you said, Triple H had the opportunity to get a partner. However, Triple H said, no, I want to go it alone against these two.
Ziggler not bothered.
I think, personally, Triple H had no one to turn to in the back on Raw.
We start things off, Ziggler putting Triple H right on his back and showing off out of the gate.
And a nice headstand headlock from Ziggler. And this crowd here in Florida is cheering for Triple H.
Well, they love the World Heavyweight Champion, and we know it. I mean, he is ever since SummerSlam and aligning with Ric Flair, and we've got a tag there, Triple H has been more on the good guy side of things. And it's been more like a career rejuvenation for him.
And back to the action in the ring as the game drops elbows across the chest of John Morrison. And there pops him over his head. But Morrison quick to reverse.
You know, at a certain point, this match is going to look pretty good for Triple H, and then it's going to take a turn where he would typically tag out, and that's when we're going to see Morrison and Ziggler kind of take over here, I think.
I think Morrison and Ziggler know what they need to do, make quick tags, and look at this. Wait a minute.
Oh. Look at this.
Beautiful DDT into a German suplex combination from John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler, better known as The Legacy, as Ziggler goes to work on the knee of Triple H.
And don't tell me that being under Randy Orton's learning tree has not helped them. Look at the teamwork of this group.
Nice splash there from Ziggler.
Nice money shot from the top.
Cover
one. No, Triple H with authority.
Triple H able to roll out of the ring. And Ziggler doing his best Randy Orton. But Triple H able to counter and into an STO.
Very nice takedown. Triple H probably going to want to slow things down here, I would think. Stay on top of him, work some body parts here, get him worn out a little.
Like we said before, he's the game. He knows how to do it.
Oh, the disrespect from the cerebral assassin.
And now he's choking him. But he's got until 5 to break it.
Can he do that, Jordan?
It's your show, Robert. I don't know.
Oh, Ziggler with a drop toe hold.
And Ziggler and Morrison, they've been tearing it up lately, picking up win after win. A win against Triple H would be huge for these two.
Huge. The Legacy shooting up the power rankings. At Really Rumbled on Instagram.
Well, we'll find out what happens. But right now, Triple H in firm control of Dolph Ziggler. And you think that Orton...
Spine Buster!
Triple H busted out the Spine Buster, and Ziggler doesn't even sell it.
Doesn't even sell it. Pop right back up.
Oh! Dodges him out of the corner.
But look at this. Triple H not backing down. Damn!
A series of reversals. And the show-off connects with the Famouser.
Famouser whips him into the corner.
Tag made.
Looks like we're gonna see it.
The classic
boom
zigzag big boot combination from the Legacy.
Morrison, 1, 2. The World Heavyweight Champion Triple H kicks out.
And there's Morrison with that leaping elbow drop.
That was a shaman of sexy worthy.
Triple H able to counter and is now back on his feet as he drops an elbow into the lower back of John Morrison.
Lower back or lumbar region.
Uh-oh. Triple H stalking his opponent.
Setting up.
No! Countered!
Morrison breaks it up. No pedigree yet.
Oh, but the game able to outsmart him yet again.
And look at how far away Triple H was keeping Morrison from his corner. Like, very smart.
Well, Triple H able to counter out.
Oh!
Drops Morrison with a DDT.
Cover, we got to cover. 1. No.
Morrison able to power out.
You know, I think this is the point I was talking about earlier where I feel like it's going to break down and it's not going to be in Triple H's favor. Like, he's gassed right now. He's blown up, brother. Like, he needs help. Look, Morrison gets to take a breather.
Perhaps.
Everyone taking a breather there.
I was going to say quick tags, but nobody's doing anything. He's just gazing into the eyes of Triple H.
I mean,
Ziggler looks to be talking a lot of trash.
Oh! Triple H pops out. Something was said.
By God! By God, Triple H popped out!
He was playing possum. Oh!
Standing Spanish fly!
Morrison with the pin.
We've seen him win matches with this before.
1, 2.
Oh, but Triple H kicks out.
I feel like it was kind of a fast count. It's kind of a fast count there from referee not Charles Robinson, if I'm being honest. Oh!
And an elbow seems to have cut open the forehead of Triple H. And
he's bleeding like a stuck pig.
He's bleeding like a government mule.
Morrison again, just wanting to gaze into his eyes.
Perhaps Triple H, the cerebral assassin in the head of the Legacy.
Look at this. The blood has only seemed to piss him off.
Morrison fights himself free, goes for a kick, and Triple H counters.
He's a Crimson Mask. Oh!
Woo! Figure 4 locked in.
Morrison able to work his way out of it.
Shout out to Ric Flair.
Look at this. Morrison up on the ropes now. Triple H says no.
Counters into a spine buster. And the game covers, shoulders down. 1, 2. Oh, but there's the numbers game.
Ziggler kind of just got in there to break it up. Ugh.
Kick to the back, but Morrison back up.
Oh, again!
And another standing Spanish fly.
No one can take that kind of abuse.
The Monday Night Delight pulling Triple H to his feet, but Triple H counters.
Oh my God. I thought that was going to be a pedigree. Look at this.
And a clothesline.
Morrison having the match of his life right now.
Kick.
Look at this. He didn't even tag.
Starship Pain.
1, 2. Oh my God.
John Morrison has just pinned Triple H.
Down goes Hunter. Down goes Hunter.
The World Heavyweight Champion has just suffered a loss.
Wow.
At the hands of the
Look at
team
this.
who represents his opponent in just 2 weeks at the Royal Rumble.
The Legacy doing Randy Orton's bidding here, completely ruining all of Triple H's momentum. Definitely knocking him down in the power rankings. I cannot believe what we just saw.
The Legacy has just defeated Triple H.
It's like Triple H's first loss in how long?
It's been a while. I mean, he called out John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler specifically in that promo last week, and
He did.
they might have just played the game.
I think so, but we never know what's up Triple H's sleeves, so all I have to say is it's all about the game and how you play it, man.
Let's turn the page on Raw and head on over to Friday Night SmackDown, because there's more of the show to come.
Yeah, there's more game to be had.
Kicking things off on SmackDown this week is the Divas Champion Victoria. She's in action against Tori Wilson. Victoria starts the match off immediately with a gutbuster and keeps the pressure on by overpowering her. But Tori's able to take Victoria to task and keep her on her toes, landing a body slam and countering with a drop toe hold. Tori is feeling it here in Florida and gets a 1 count before Victoria stands up and connects with a spinning sidewalk slam. She covers, but Tori gets the shoulder up at 1. Victoria goes for a back suplex, but is countered as Tori lands on her feet, hitting a Thez press and raining shots down on the Divas Champion. Tori hits her spinning neckbreaker and covers. 1, Victoria kicks out just before 2. Tori then connects with a sit-out facebuster. She shoots the half and hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! Victoria powers out yet again. As Tori looks for a submission, Victoria fights her off, kicking her in the gut and landing her arachnophobia backbreaker. Victoria stalks her and sets her up, dropping Tori with a widow's peak. Cover, shoulders down, kick out. Victoria goes for a kick, but Tori dodges and knocks Victoria down with a bulldog. Looks like she's still in this. She goes for a quick pin, but the champion kicks out at 2. Tori misses a drop kick as Victoria takes her head off with a lariat. Victoria covers, but Tori kicks out at 2. Tori manages to land a suplex, but before long, Victoria's back on the attack, Irish whipping Tori into the corner, but Tori's able to counter into a DDT. Tori quickly locks in a submission, but Victoria escapes and attempts to turn it into a pin. Tori pops up and drops Victoria with a DDT and covers. 1, 2, no! Tori slaps the champion across the face, but it appears to have just angered her. Victoria counters and lands a second arachnophobia backbreaker. 1, 2, no! Tori hangs in there. But was it smart? Victoria lifts Tori up looking for a German suplex, but Tori's able to land on her feet. Before she could capitalize, Victoria grabs her and connects with a Sidewinder gutbuster. She lifts her up and connects with a second Widow's Peak. She covers Tori for a statement victory. It is the Victoria era on SmackDown. As she celebrates, former champion Melina runs out and begins attacking her, locking in a devastating California Dream. The champion immediately taps out. As she gets to her feet, Victoria counters and lays the challenger out with a Widow's Peak. What will happen in just 2 weeks when these two rivals go head-to-head at the Royal Rumble for the Divas Championship? After his loss against The Undertaker last week, Shelton Benjamin has requested a match against #1 contender Booker T. Still covered in bandages from the Hell in a Cell match, Booker T is in his first match since losing the title. Booker kicks things off by dropping Shelton with a Samoan drop, then toys with him a bit for the crowd before laying him out with a back suplex. Booker goes for a cover, but Shelton kicks out before one. Booker T taunts to the crowd, but it just fires Shelton up, who begins fighting back, whipping Booker off the ropes and connecting with a kitchen sink knee lift. Shelton takes control, attacking the injured left knee of the former champion. Booker T counters a kick with a dragon screw before Shelton cuts him off with a knee strike to the face. Booker reverses Shelton by kicking him in the face and follows it up with a Russian leg sweep. Booker takes to the top rope. He drops a big axe handle onto Shelton, nailing him across the back with his cast. Booker takes a minute to taunt, and it appears to have backfired, as Shelton counters Booker and sends him flying to the outside with a sunset flip powerbomb. Booker is able to counter and smashes his opponent's face off the apron. Booker gets him back in the ring, and Shelton is able to reverse and knock the former champion down with a leaping clothesline. He covers, but only gets one. Shelton again attempts to attack the injured body parts of Booker T, dropping a leg on his injured arm. Shelton pulls Booker down with a shoulder breaker, but misses a kick, allowing Booker T to lift him up on his shoulders and drop him to the mat with an electric chair drop. Booker takes control, attacking Shelton's limbs. He gets him up to his feet and delivers a vicious spinebuster. Booker T taunts to the crowd in Florida, and they love it. 1, 2, no! Shelton Benjamin kicks out. Booker gets him into position and delivers a scissors kick to the premier athlete. He hooks the leg, and it's over. Big win for Booker T, who celebrates in the ring with a spinneroonie. How will he fare in just 2 weeks at the Royal Rumble when he faces Shawn Michaels in a 2 out of 3 falls match? The King of the Ring winner, The Big Show, is in the ring to discuss his plans for the Royal Rumble match.
It's no secret that the Royal Rumble match can make someone's career. To win, you must outlast your opponents, right? Well, unfortunately for my opponents during the Royal Rumble match, I don't have to outlast them. I'm gonna dominate. The fact of the matter is, no one is as big as me. No one is as bad as me. No one will survive the Rumble match with me. I'm the world's largest athlete, and in 2 weeks, I run through 29 other superstars to secure my spot in the main event at WrestleMania. And while we're on the subject of world championships, I'll explain what I'm gonna do. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble match, and then just a few weeks later, I'm trading in my King of the Ring championship at the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view Judgment Day. That's right. Once I knock out whoever the WWE champion is, I'll go on to the main event of WrestleMania, and I'll deliver the WMD to whoever the World Heavyweight Champion is. I'm going to unify these titles and become the world's largest WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion.
The next match features action from the SmackDown Tag Team division, as the team of Hawkins and Ryder take on the ECW Originals, Tommy Dreamer and Sabu. Dreamer and Ryder start the match off as Ryder delivers a swinging neckbreaker. Dreamer reverses and locks Ryder in a head scissors before attempting a neckbreaker of his own. Ryder is able to push him off and delivers yet another neckbreaker to Dreamer before tagging in his partner, and the 2-on-1 assault begins. Hawkins traps Dreamer and cranks his neck, but the hardcore icon fights himself free and tags out to his partner. Hawkins cuts Sabu off with a bulldog, but as he goes for a body slam, Sabu counters into a neckbreaker. So many neckbreakers. Sabu tries for a clothesline, but Hawkins ducks and tags out to Ryder, continuing the beatdown with a double flapjack. Ryder drops a leg and a knee. He then continues to wear down his opponent before tossing him into the corner, but Sabu's able to drive an elbow into both Hawkins and Ryder, allowing the death-defying Sabu to send Ryder into his corner and deliver a leg lariat. Sabu drops a leg on Ryder and tags out to his partner, who is then cut off and subjected to more punishment from the former Edgeheads. Zack Ryder whips Tommy Dreamer into the corner and misses a splash. Ryder falls victim to one of the most devastating tag team maneuvers ever, the drop toe hold elbow combination. The ECW Originals take control here, with Sabu dealing out damage to Ryder and eventually taking the fight outside of the ring. The two trade strikes before returning to the ring, where Ryder sends Sabu into the corner and delivers a powerful forearm, before dropping him with a corner powerbomb. Ryder delivers a second one, dropping Sabu on the back of his neck, before climbing to the top rope. He connects with a heat-seeking elbow drop, but instead of going for the pin, he goes back to the top rope. What's this? Ryder goes for a 450 splash, but Sabu gets the knees up. Sabu grabs a hold of him and spikes Ryder on his head with a devastating pile driver. Sabu drops Ryder down and stretches him out. He locks in the camel clutch and it's over. Ryder has no choice but to tap out to the move taught to Sabu by his uncle, the Original Sheik. What a win for the ECW Originals. After last week's controversial ending to the triple threat match, Chris Jericho and Edge go one-on-one in a no-holds-barred match. The bell sounds and Jericho tries to put Edge away early with a DDT, but Edge kicks out quickly. Jericho targets Edge's leg and goes to work, wearing down a body part. Jericho sends Edge into the corner, but Edge is able to reverse and knock Jericho off his feet. Jericho fires back with a forearm, laying Edge out when suddenly, Raw superstar JBL makes his presence felt as his music plays throughout the arena in Pensacola, Florida. Bradshaw charges down to the ring to deliver a vicious clothesline from hell. Edge crawls over and attempts a pin, but Jericho is able to somehow kick out at 2. Edge goes to grab Jericho, but is reversed and dumped on his head with a brainbuster. Jericho begins cranking Edge's neck before Edge fights back to his feet and drops Jericho with a clothesline. Edge smashes a forearm across the face of Jericho and covers for a 1 count. The two trade strikes in the corner before Edge lays Jericho out with a spinning heel kick and another forearm to the face. Y2J sidesteps Edge and picks his legs. He turns him over and locks in the walls, but Edge powers his way out, sending Jericho to the outside. Jericho returns to the ring and is caught with a flapjack for his troubles. He delivers a back suplex and follows it up with a clothesline in the corner. Jericho reverses and smashes Edge's head against the turnbuckle before going for the 10 strikes in the corner. The Rated R superstar pushes him off and the two trade strikes again, only for Y2J to cut Edge open with a forearm. Jericho goes to lock the walls of Jericho in one more time, but Edge counters out, creating an opportunity to nail Jericho with a spear. He covers and it's over. Edge gets a bit of recompense with this win over Jericho, but what'll happen when it comes time for the Royal Rumble match? So what's the deal with JBL and your guy coming over onto my show?
Look, Monday Night Raw doesn't have a really good track record with pay-per-views going head-to-head with you guys. So we need to do anything that we can to get just a little bit of an advantage. And if that includes sending a guy that used to be on your show back over, everybody in the locker room already knows him. Like, oh, JBL's here. What the hell? Mind games.
The mind games may have started, but we still have some time. We still have some time before the Rumble. Just remember that. Anyway, the main event of Friday Night SmackDown tonight is a rematch from last week, where we saw MVP make his in-ring debut against John Cena. And now, this week, it's only fair that John Cena now knows his opponent heading into this match. So let's head to the ring and see what happens when MVP takes on John Cena one more time. It's the man who just returned not too long ago to Friday Night SmackDown. Well, right now in 2009, technically, he's here on Friday Night SmackDown. Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, Respect himself, John Cena.
John Cena!
And Cena has been very hot and cold this year.
Very.
Throughout the entirety of our universe, he's had glimpses of amazing, incredible matches and just barely scratching the surface of what he's capable of.
He's been in some multi-mans, he's had some singles opportunities, just never can quite grab that brass ring.
Well, tonight he's got another opportunity. We're 2 weeks out from the Royal Rumble. He's trying to make a statement because last week his opponent made a statement at Cena's expense.
Humbled. Should be humble loyalty, respect.
Well, John Cena tonight already knew his opponent going into it. He's getting ready to face off against one MVP Montel Vontavious Porter.
He made his surprise introduction to SmackDown in a wrestling capacity for the first time last week and defeated Cena cold. Cena had no idea it was going to be him. So they get to run it back here, all things being equal and fair, giving John Cena an ample opportunity to prepare for somebody who just put him down last week. And MVP did it in pretty convincing fashion.
That's right, kicking out of an FU, kicking out of a five-knuckle shuffle, just withstanding the 5 moves of doom in general, which was impressive enough. MVP is a guy who came over from Monday Night Raw in a trade after losing the unique opportunity match at SummerSlam, and he negotiated his way into Friday Night SmackDown, didn't even have a match until the first week of January. So here we are, week 2, and MVP is looking to go 2-0 against John Cena.
I think it's possible. Cena's ready to go. MVP looks like he's kind of taking it off here. Ring the bell. We are underway.
Collar elbow tie up as Cena backs MVP up into the corner.
And that's not
Charles Robinson getting between the two. And a clean break.
And that's not surprising. Cena does have the power advantage over MVP.
And once again, backing him up.
Another clean break, too. I didn't expect that from MVP twice in a row, honestly.
And here's Cena.
I think Cena's mad from last week. I think serial killer Cena's on the loose here right now. Uh-oh. Look at this. He's into a pin.
That was a slow count from Not Charles Robinson. What is going on?
I don't think he even expected it. Look at this. Shades of Kelly.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors takedown. Beautiful maneuver by MVP. And now into a side headlock.
Look at this. See, he knows Cena can't do that. That's why he's better than John Cena. Cena can't do that kind of stuff. Look at this, just wailing away at the kidneys. Oh my God.
Insult to injury, as MVP has developed quite the ego after beating John Cena last week.
He really truly believes that he should have been the sixth man in that Armageddon Hell in a Cell for the title. I think that's what it is.
Well, like I said, Cena was the one to take the fall in the match. MVP feels jilted about that.
Ooh.
But now John Cena, who also was one of the surviving members of Team SmackDown at Survivor Series, is taking the fight directly to MVP. He's mad. Like you said before, Serial Killer Cena is on display.
MVP just keeping up with him. Look at this.
Rebounding off the ropes.
Oh!
Enziguri kick to the back of the skull. And Cena rolls out of the ring.
Wisely regains himself some footing and immediately into a belly-to-belly.
Right into that cover. Cena wants this win.
Yeah, those quick covers. Cena's trying to get MVP gassed quickly and steal one here.
Slamming MVP face down onto the mat, and John Cena is now pissed off.
That was some prototype shit.
You can't see me. Cena off the ropes.
Shuffle.
Right into another pin. I like it. One, two.
Ooh.
No! MVP kicking out, staying alive.
Held him down a little bit longer.
And basically another five-knuckle shuffle right there without the theatrics. Now he's trying to break his neck.
God damn it, that man has a family. Uh-oh. He's poised. Look at this. F you.
Cover. One, two, three. No! Again, MVP kicks out.
MVP alive in this one.
John Cena doesn't know what just hit him. He's backed up into the corner.
Look at this.
Bulldog and MVP waiting for Cena to get up.
Was MVP rope-a-doping him? Oh! Cover.
One, two. No! John Cena kicking out, keeping this match going.
MVP thought he had it there. He believed that was it.
Oh, what a dick move.
That's the name of the move, dick move.
And look at this modified camel clutch.
Damn, wrenching the back of Cena.
But the power of John Cena just too much for MVP.
He's just so damn strong.
There's so much on the line here with 2 weeks to go to the Royal Rumble. Which one of these two is going to get more momentum?
Working on the arm smart so Cena can't lift him for the FU.
MVP taking time to gloat, though. That could backfire.
Ooh.
Drops the knee.
Blasts him with that knee.
Shoots him off the ropes.
Nice.
Jumping clothesline.
MVP's feeling it.
Into a cover. There's a moment of hesitation there where MVP thought about continuing the attack, but went for a cover instead.
He was like, let me just see.
And Cena driving all the air out of the lungs of MVP with that belly-to-belly suplex.
He needed a second to regain himself. Look at this. Cena just staring at him. That's
MVP!
Sick. Oh!
Drive by!
What?
Shoots the half. Cover. 1, 2.
Wow.
No. John Cena again kicking out.
I thought for sure Cena was in the ropes, but lucky he kicked out anyway. But that's it. He's killed both of MVP's finishes. What are we...
MVP dropping Cena on the back of his neck. Oh, And again, targeting that arm.
Super Cena. It looks like MVP's just trying to confuse him with where he's laying in the ring.
Dragging him further away from the ropes.
What?
Whoa. Wait a minute.
A big swing.
A swing from MVP. I thought that was going to be crazier.
That's just I think it's just a dominance thing. That wasn't even like to injure him. Just like, look what I could do to you if I want to.
Well, here, shoulders down. Could this be it? No, MVP gets the shoulder up at the last second.
We fight on Friday night.
European uppercut.
Damn.
And there it is.
Damn.
The pay dirt.
No way.
Cover. 1, 2,
3.
MVP does it. 2 weeks in a row. Back-to-back victories over John Cena.
Wow. Withstanding the storm. He took everything Cena had.
But don't forget, that's no disrespect to John Cena because he took everything MVP had.
He did.
Look at this drive-by.
Cena just like was standing there, and then MVP just saw he wasn't doing anything and blasted him with the drive-by. What was Cena doing?
Well, MVP is surely going to be talking about this for weeks to come. A victory over John Cena is one thing, but 2 in a row?
Miz didn't even have that.
Statement made. Could we be looking at the winner of the Royal Rumble match?
MVP's 2-0 against John Cena, man. In the main event, no less.
I know. Killing it since coming over to Friday nights, because that's the place where you want to be, is on SmackDown. It's clearly the better show.
Right, that's why JBL came back and beat the shit out of Chris Jericho.
Anyway, so we said at the start of the episode that we have a groundbreaking announcement.
Yeah.
And I think it's time, Robert. I think we should let everyone know what to expect when the next episode rolls around.
So not only is our next episode Old School Raw, that's what we're doing as a gimmick show. It's January. They usually kind of do one around that time anyway. So we're going with Old School Raw. There are a bunch of surprises in store. I said CM Punk and Jeff Hardy would be facing off in a match next week. It is going to be inside of a cage, but not just any cage, an old school blue cage.
Blue bars. I love it. But that's not all. We're gonna start doing full shows, so you are going to get to watch, starting with Old School Raw. You'll get to watch the whole show, start to finish. No more recaps.
No more recaps. We're throwing them out. So we started this all the way back in 2020. It's now 2023. I've had a kid, sold a house, and moved to a different state. Jordan just got engaged. Things are different now. So we are going to throw the recaps away. You guys answered us on Instagram. If you're not following us, it's at Royally Rumbled on Instagram. We put up a story with a poll, and you guys said that overwhelmingly you prefer to watch the whole show versus the recaps and a match. So
give the people what they want. You're getting full matches, starting with Old School Raw. Stick around, because there's more change to come, but we'll get into that in the future. This is a lot of information. We don't want to break your brains just yet.
We're softly rolling into a larger change here, but it's going to start with Old School Raw. You're going to get the whole show. We're going to provide commentary. There are going to be a lot of surprises, one of which is not going to be the Blue Cage CM Punk Jeff Hardy match, because I told you about it already.
That's right. Episode 45, Raw exclusive.
Yep.
We're heading into Rumble season, and by God, things are going to be different.
By the wrestling god.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're following us across all your social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Royally Rumbled. Make sure you're subscribed right here on YouTube. You could find us at Royally Rumbled.
And if you like us enough to follow us individually, I'm Robert, and I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Yesball.
You could find me on Twitter and Instagram at JL24FPS. And until next time, thanks for watching. We're your boys at Royally Rumbled.
It's Rumble season, or it's Royally Rumbled season. It's our season.
It's true. And we'll see you guys at Old School Raw.
Let's do it.